Hey guys, welcome. I hope you're great. Sorry, I'm a little bit late this evening, but we are going to do some work. I hope you are well. Let me know if you can hear me well. Let me know. So we are on Instagram. Definitely, yeah, that's on. We are also on TikTok. We are also on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome. So I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you Dimo says you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you so much. So it's been such a cold day, but today is better, I think. Um I don't know. I've been trying to do some groups, connecting to some groups on you Facebook. It's just not working today. I don't know why. So welcome, and please click on that screen, tap on the screen and click on follow. It's important to click on follow because then you can see Instagram can and Facebook can let you know when we're starting. And sometimes, like today, we're starting a little bit late, so please make sure that you are following just in case we are a little bit late and we can't we are starting a little bit late or a little bit earlier depending on the day. So yesterday we discussed full moon energy, right? We are continuing with that even tonight. I am for yesterday I spoke about the fact that Saturday we had a healing session in the morning on money blockages, and I said if you are looking to get those that a money spell, there's a money spell that I was giving out on Saturday morning on that live. So if you did not you were not able to join us, send me a DM. I will send you a link to that money spell, and you can be able to do it during this full moon. The full moon it was yesterday in the southern hemisphere, which is us, and they are having their full moon in the northern hemisphere today. So make sure that you are doing the work that you need to do. And I am focusing a lot tonight again on money, but if you are needing some work on things like relationship and stuff like that, let me know on the comment section. We can definitely go and do some work, also like put in some stuff on that. But mostly we are going to discuss how you can open up your energy for money this full moon. So full moon is a very important time. It is a time for letting go. It is a time for setting your course for the next 28 days. So every 28 days, the moon is coming back to its power, and that is why even the cycle of women is 28 days, because they are also connected very much to the moon. And now yesterday I gave two processes that you can do during this full moon. So you could have done that process last night, and if you've done your processing last night, let me know on on the comment section if you were able to do your work yesterday. So as you come in, do follow, click follow, so that you can see all these things that we're doing, mostly healing our energies around important things, which is money, your health, your mental health, and your relationship work. Now, all of these things are so important to us. If you are not having money, we all know what happens. If you're not having money, you are probably like depressed and things are not going well with your life. When you do not have the right relationships in your life, you can mess up your life thoroughly. Like, that is not even something to play with. Relationships are so important when it comes to just your mental health and, of course, your money. So, hey, Mimi says, I did my work. Thank you, Busi. See you on Friday. Yes, and on Friday, we are going to our retreat for this winter season. It is starting Friday. We start Friday 12 p.m. in the middle of the day, and there is a whole system that the planet uses, and every 6 hours the energy changes. So we start our work on the retreat at 12 o'clock midday Friday, this coming Friday. So please make sure that you don't miss it. It's gonna be an amazing time for healing. Big things that you are wanting to heal. We're gonna be doing that work this Friday. We're starting. So today was the first day of the preparations. Tomorrow it's second day, and Friday it's third day. By Friday you should be ready to kick this thing off, and it is time to let go, and it's time to kill things that you don't want to continue in your life. It is time to start new things and a new energy and a new vibration for yourself. And for those who connected to your energy, your kids, you need to do this healing not just because you are special, but because God gave you a lot of great stuff, a lot of good things that if you do not do healing work, you might never ever be able to touch these important things in your life. So Friday we are starting with the retreat. We're going to the first process that we're going to start with, as Mimi is saying. Excuse me, guys. The first process we are going to be starting with on Friday at 12 p.m. it is the brain reset and clearing your nervous system. It is one of the most important things that we need to do on a very I will say we need to be just familiar with that process. We need to do that process a lot, because every day when you go out here in this planet, you are going to interact with things that are going to drain you. So it can be in any situation. It can be at work. It can be in just you interacting with human beings. You are going to be interacting with things that are going to drain your energy and, of course, trigger you. Now, being triggered is not a good thing, because when you are triggered, your brain thinks that the trauma you've went through, whenever you went through this trauma, is happening again, and you do not want to have that registering in your brain, because then your brain is starting to then attract more things that go wrong. Yesterday I spoke about this new movie that is out there, the Tyler Perry movie, The Straw. Anybody who has seen The Straw movie? It is a lady that is going through the most, the real big deal of like all things go wrong at the same time. And that is what happens when you get triggered. One small tiny little thing triggers you to go through the worst things in life. So I mean, that lady, just one tiny little thing, something that could have been prevented. She did not have to go through all of that pain. But remember, when you are triggered, your brain doesn't know what is real, what is not real. So when you are hurt, when you were in your mother's womb, it starts there. When you are hurt when you're 18, when you are hurt when you're 21, now you are 43, now you are 47. And if you haven't dealt with the things that have put pain in your life, guess what happens? Your brain still think that this is a normal way of you living your life. So your brain keeps giving you the same things. But every time you trigger all these other things, now you are in that attraction mode. You are now attracting all the damn bad things you don't want to be attracting. So it happens like one thing after the other after the other. There are so many things that you can prevent in your life if you do the healing. There are so many things that you can stop in your life, pain that you do not deserve, that you can prevent by healing and wiring your brain that I focus on things that are making me happy. I'm focused on things that give me joy. So if having a money increase in your life is something that gives you joy, you need to train your brain that I do not connect with money lack. So just like in that movie, that lady has connected with money lack so much, she loses the job. She gets into so much trouble at the same time. It looks like just like today, God has turned his back from her. No, it's not. It's her brain attracting all these things. It's her brain going and saying, this is a normal life. This is a normal way of life. That is why you see even people who win the lottery, they win the lottery, and then what happens? The studies show that people who win the lottery 6 months later, they are broke again. Why? Because remember, the brain doesn't not have a relationship with money. The relationship that the brain has with money is of lack. So now she has money, but the brain does not notice that. The brain is trying to make sure that you go back to your normal programming, your normal way of looking at life, your normal way of dealing with life. So what happens is that your brain goes and looks for everything that can take you back to the normal programming. Now when you heal, you change that normal programming from struggle and things going wrong. You change that programming to say I connect with love, I connect with money, I connect with progress. Every day there must be an email in your inbox that makes you happy. Every day there must be an SMS in your phone that says money has come in. Every day there must be something that happens in your life that says no, life is actually good. So you do not want to set your brain to say every day I get another bill I can't pay. Every day I get another phone call of somebody asking me, when are you gonna pay us? So I mean, now that I'm talking about that, I don't remember when was the last time I had somebody called me and asking me like, when are you gonna pay this? You want those kind of phone calls to not be part of your life. You don't want to receive a phone call or an SMS or this and this saying you don't have money. you need to pay us. You need to stop your brain from attracting those kind of situations. Everything in life, guys, we attract, but we attract it concerning where we are in life. So if you have trained your brain that people do me bad and I continue chilling with them, I go to a job I hate, you are going to, even when the job that is good for you, that your guides and your guiding system is providing for you, you're going to miss it. You're literally going to miss it. You're going to jump it and be like, no, I'm not ready for this. And you're going to go and look for the things that are going to traumatize you. That is how our brain works. It connects to things that we have told it we are this thing. So the moment you heal, you refuse to continue on that track. You change timelines. So those are the things that we're gonna be doing this coming weekend. We're going to be turning that cycle, the cycle of I receive money messages of lack. I receive people saying, oh, we regret. You know, guys, every time you receive a regret message, your brain is recording this information, and then your brain will look for another opportunity to give you another regret. Do you really want to be having regret messages? Do you want to be having messages of how much you owing who and what and when? You don't want that. So during this full moon, which is something that I want us to discuss today, is stopping this energy of you always being reminded of how much you don't have. You know, how much you don't have the love you need, how much you don't have the money you need, how much you can't pay this, how much you can't pay that. That is something that I want us to discuss for this full moon that we're having since the past 3 days. Today is the last day of doing good work on this full moon energy. Hey, Phil. Phil says, when and where is the weekend workshop? Oh, so it's starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This coming Sunday, Friday, it's 13 June. And we are going to be doing it for the 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's gonna be in Mahalis, so you are still welcome. We have literally one space, but we can make space for two. We literally just like one space available at this point. So I always try to make these groups to be small because I want to take care of everybody. I want to really, really, really be able to take care of everybody. And specifically, you see, with this process that we are doing on a Friday, the first one we start with at 12 p.m. It's a mind a repair. We are working on that mind. We are deleting the trauma triggers that you do not get triggered again by the same lack. You don't get triggered again, but in lack in all these things, in money, in love, in relationships, in this and this and that, in health, you're not getting triggered again. Because the other thing, guys, is that you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have happiness, then what? You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have love, then what? If you can have, you want to fix these things. So yeah, today we're going to be discussing more work on this issue of how do we stop this lack triggers. And if you've done the work for yesterday, I'm so proud of you, and I would like you today again to just finish it up and do a little bit more work this evening again, still using the energy of this moon. So now, welcome to everybody that is joining us, and do click on follow, do tap on the screen. Thank you so much. Goddess, I see you are tapping on that screen. Thank you so much. And as you are joining in, there has been a webinar that we did this Saturday. We did a webinar that is totally amazing. We did a good healing work, and I gave a ritual. I gave a money spell that you can use anytime, but of course I would love for you to use it during this full moon. And that spell can and is able, remember guys, spells are a universal system that works either you like it or not. The whole universe honors what the universe put in with us. So if the universe said there is a law of gravity, and of course all of us know about the law of gravity. The law of gravity makes sure that you don't fly away and touch the clouds. You can remain here and pay your tax and do other things that are important with your life, right? But also the law of gravity says that if you get out of your house right now and stand on top of it and you throw yourself down, the force of gravity doesn't care how much money you have, if you are thin or big, if you are young or old. The law of gravity will do what? It will pull you down, and you are going to come down from that roof and you're gonna hit the floor. literally there is nothing you can stop that process of force of gravity. It is what it is. Force of gravity must work at all times. So when you're using a money spell like the one that I was sharing with everybody on Saturday morning, it will work. There is no way that it cannot work. So make sure that you're using that spell. And if you missed it, we have it on on record, so that recording is available. So log in and send me an inbox and say, can I have a link to that recording, and do that spell. That spell promises to give you nothing less than 10,000. So 10,000 to about 50. And if you're really doing it well, you can get 10,000 to about 100,000 in 3 days if you're doing that spell correct. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care where you live, who did what to you. You are gonna be able to use it and it will work for you. So do it, guys. Like, there's no need for you to not do these things because they are available to you for free. And it is a spell, so it is quick, and it is like just like a once-off, like smallanyana window that you can use. Of course, it doesn't stay with you, or just like you can't make the 10,000 rand every day. So, but you can use it in terms of emergencies. You can use it in terms of like you need something to happen right now. It is important that you're using it. So I see Laura says, please send me the link. So just send me an inbox because I can't share the link on this. So if you send me an inbox, I will send the link to you. Peggy says, please send me the link. Good evening, Peggy. Thank you for joining us. I will do that. So today I've been just so busy. So if you had sent me an inbox, I am gonna be on it this evening. I'm gonna be able to send you all those things. So do make sure that you remember to send it to me, and you can be able to access that information and do it as possible. Hello, Mpo. Are you great? Do you want to ask a question, or you want to just join us live? And yeah, you can mute yourself, and unless you want to ask something, Paul, are you there? Paul, let me just mute you. Just I'm gonna mute that. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at a few things that are important in your work with money during this full moon. And one of the most important things, guys, is to stop this stress. I will call, what should I call it? Stress. Yeah, stress around being reminded that you do not have money. Very important. I mean, if anybody that in this past week you've been reminded by somebody calling you, by somebody sending you an email, or somebody sending you a I don't know, a WhatsApp reminding you that you owe them, you don't have money. You know, if you've been receiving those things, this is a good work that I'm going to share with you today that you can start to do to stop. Remember, I said yesterday, this full moon is going to help you to stop the lack of things, specifically when it comes to money. The work that I'm going to share with you this evening is going to stop you from being reminded how much money you don't have. So if you've had this kind of a thing this current past week, where somebody just reminds you like, oh, you cannot do that, you don't have money for this, so say I in the comment section, because I know these things happens to all of us, and you really want to make sure that you're stopping this vibe. You want to be stopping this vibe. Fu says, Oh my God, this week has been hectic with the money issue. I'm glad I caught you today. Thank you for joining. Thank you. You have just joined us. We've just started right now. So, uh, also, everybody that will send me an inbox, I will send you that link. And I see you got it says somebody was reminding you that lack is still part of your life. Now, guys, you wanna have like a 3 months period. You wanna have a 6 months period. You wanna have a long time of not being reminded of how much money you don't have. You wanna have a streak of just like there's money coming in, there's an opportunity coming in. These regrets and these we are sorry, not yet. We can't pay you now. It's not okay. Hey Ruru says, why didn't I get a notification of the live today? Oh, I wonder why. But there you are. So please just sometimes check in around 6:30 to 7 o'clock and check in if we've connected. It is sometimes when sometimes if you don't get the live, just check in and make sure that you are just making sure that we haven't started. But of course, if you miss anything, I always keep these lives on record on Instagram, so you can join in and during the day at any day and check all the lives that we've been having before this one, the other days. Specifically the one for yesterday, because you can get the work that we've done yesterday. So if yesterday you missed yesterday's live, we talked about 2 processes that you can do during this full moon. So connect and do those processes. Today I'm going to share with you one more process that is important again to do during the full moon. And if you can be able, really do it tonight. Other than that, do it before 12 tomorrow, before 12 during the day tomorrow. So another thing, so I was just talking about Mimi. I know Mimi is coming through to the retreat that we are having this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Mahalis, closer to Pretoria. Mahalis is closer to Pretoria, right? Yeah, so there is people coming through from Durban, from Cape Town that are coming through to the retreat. So you still have a chance to join us. There is still one space left. We can make a squeeze for 2, but I want it to be very sacred and very easy for you to get all the help that you need. And I will also be doing sessions with people in terms of you sitting down with you, and we analyzing your money next move, like next move. What should you be doing to gain that goal that you have in life right now around your money? What needs to happen right now in your life around money? And of course, you can ask your guides even in those sessions for other things, other information. And again, other than getting a session during the retreat, which will be a free session during the retreat, you will get a free session Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if you are at the retreat. But if you're not, you are welcome to book a session. My PA always has time slots that she can give you. I do sessions between Monday and Friday in the mornings between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. You can come through, you can have your session, and you can ask as many questions as possible and as you need to from your guides, and find the answers that you need in terms of things that you see that are not going so well in your life right now. But again, God never created anybody to go through sufferings or this huge time of lack. They are not part of the story. You can go through tough times, but you're not supposed to be broke. Your tough times are supposed to be there, and you're supposed to go through tough times. There's nothing much you can do about your tough times, but your tough times are not supposed to be coming with you being broke. You're supposed to have all that you need. There's a whole entire Bible scripture, guys, that says the birds of earth do not lack anything good. And who are you compared to birds? You are way more important. You have been given so much to come in this planet and get done, that God is able to take care of you. You're not supposed to be having all these dramatic things that are just coming and stealing your money on a daily basis. You're not supposed to be. And that is the other thing, which we're going to be doing at the retreat, finding what is currently stealing your money from you. Because seriously, nobody is supposed to be in debt. Nobody is supposed to not be having enough money. That is just not okay. You're not supposed to be in a space where you have lack. You can go through issues in life, but you're not supposed to be going through issues in life broke and cry about other things, but not things that are about you being taken care of. If the birds of the feather go through stuff, they can get sick, they can get all sorts of things, but they don't lack food. They don't lack being taken care of by the universe. The universe takes care of everything that it has brought into this planet. Everybody, when we are born with a blessing. We are born with provision. We are born with a whole entire package that is supposed to take care of us. So if you are not accessing your package, you see what's happening there? You are the one who are letting yourself down. So there are so many things that are supposed to put you right. Just like I'm talking about this small, important, quick money spells. You do that, it works. But you just have to know what to do. Like, you need to be able to put in the work in terms of doing. So you need to, if there is big things in your life that has gone wrong, you need to do the healing work. So it is just a matter of doing the healing work. But you are not supposed to be suffering through life in terms of provision, which is money. That is why my calling is literally to help people find their money. My calling is to make sure that you go through whatever you're going through, but you don't go through it broke. It's fine. You can go through stuff. You are here to go through stuff. You are here to learn your lessons. You are here to do whatever that needs to be done. But you cannot not have provision. It is not a plan of the universe that you come here and not have provision. So use this as money spells. Use this process of making sure that you have what you need. Then you can go through stuff. Then you can go through life learning. But use this healing and change your energy. So the full moon is here, and today I want to give you a quick process of stopping yourself from connecting to this lack of money and people always reminding you of you don't have. Very, very, very important for your brain programming, that you program your brain that I am a person who is always receiving. I am a person who is always receiving the next thing, receiving the next blessing, receiving a better thing, receiving a higher level of things that have been sent here for. So I want us to quickly do a quick exercise, and I want you to then go through and finish the work when we finish with the live. But I want you to make sure that you're using this during this full moon, so which is tonight. You just, before you go to bed, make sure that you have done some work. And yesterday I gave a whole big process, so you can check the recording for yesterday on Instagram. My Instagram is Bosiselesho, or on my YouTube page, it's Bosiselesho also. Now let's talk about leg. So if you know that there is a big debt that you currently have, or a big need that you currently have. So let's say maybe you need to pay for school fees, maybe for yourself, maybe for your kids, and it's this is like an important thing that needs to be paid, or yeah, it's a debt, it's a your car payment, it's your rent payment. But I want something that you really have a it's a big deal. It's not just like it's not just like something that you can figure out, something that you feel like there is, I really, this is like a really big deal. I can't handle this by myself. It is quite a, it's an urgent thing. You can't really figure it out by yourself. You just like sort of do not know where am I gonna get the next this. So if somebody has that, do say I on the comment section. You feel like you there is something that is huge, as in I need to this is something that I really do not know how to figure it out. I need you to write it down. So, and this is like the thing that can cause you to get these weird phone calls. This is something that can cause people to call you and be like, we need the money, we need the rent, we need this, we need the car payment, we need the bond. That something huge that you just like, I do not know where I'm gonna how am I gonna figure this out. So I need you to write that thing down, and you don't have to write it on the comment section. You can just say I on the comment section. I see Angie's I. So if you have an immediate like, I have no idea how I'm going to figure this out, like I've been using my credit card and it's like this is the month that credit card finishes, or like there is like this serious thing. I am not talking about something, guys, like I can make a plan. I'm talking about something that like you totally do not have an idea how to figure it out. So you don't have to put what the thing is on the comments. You can just put an I, and now you're gonna write it to yourself. Write it to yourself in your own words, in a small piece of paper. If you can be able to do it right now, that will be even way better, because then when we're done, you can just finish up this process. Something seriously, guys, something that you know, if God doesn't show up, I'm dead, type of a thing. Okay, so this could be, but also if it's it can also be something that you want to manifest, something that you want to manifest, but you just sort of don't have an idea, how do I get it done? I know I need to manifest this, I know I need to get this done, but I just sort of do not understand how is it gonna come through. So I see, hey Kanye on Facebook. Kanye says, hi sis Pussy, I read somewhere that having your periods during the full moon is a blessing. Is it true? If so, how? Oh yeah. So while everybody is coming in and we're doing that, you're writing down on the on that piece of paper this big thing you want to manifest, and you have no idea how you're gonna manifest it. And it's something important. It's not like a, well, you know what, if it happens, it happens. It's sort of like a real big issue in your life right now. It's either you want to manifest it, or it's just like, there is no way out of this. I need God himself to show up and make something. Write it on the piece of paper and put an I on the comment section, but I need you to write it down on that piece of paper. It's something that you want to manifest, or it's something that you really are like at the end of things. If God doesn't show up, it's not gonna, I'm not gonna see the next month, I'm not gonna see this, I'm not gonna see this. So in the meantime, I'm going to answer Kanye's question, so continue doing that. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Click follow, so that you can see these things when we do them, and then make sure that you are subscribing and whatever else that needs to be done. Now Kanye is asking about the periods. So there are people that they are women, of course, because it's women who get a period, or who goes to the moon. It's called going to the moon, right? Angie says, hi sis, does it have to be one issue? No, mama, on that paper. No, you can write as many issues as possible. Well, remember I said agent or some sort of like, I have no idea how to manifest this. I've been trying out. Full moon is a time of those kind of things, not something that you're just like, oh, I've been lazy, I've been lazy, I cannot. But if let's say you've been lazy in that, like, I am totally stuck, which sometimes, most of the time, when we can't do something, like we have been lazy and we are just totally stuck, it's because we haven't done some kind of healing that we need to be doing. So yeah, that can be that. But I need you to write this thing that is like a big deal, a huge deal, something that you feel that only God now can do this. You have tried. You have stepped in so many other ways. You have tried, but it just does not seem to happen. So do that. And everybody that's coming in, do click on follow so that you can be able to get the other recordings. Also, sometimes I do sometimes it allows me to put some of the recordings so that you can be able to see those videos. So let's answer this question before we continue. Kanye's question. So there is women that their cycle will correspond with the full moon, and it's like you don't normally, it's not like your 28 days. Other women is 20, other women is 28, other women is 29 or so. It's not your day of that, but it's just like your period comes during the full moon. If that happens, then at that time your guiding system, the universe, is telling you that you're getting a free pass, a free gift to fixing something important in your life. So it's a free gift to healing something critical in your life. If you're getting your period during the full moon and it's not like you've been expecting it, it's just like out of the blue it happens, that is a sign that you're getting a free pass. Like, you're getting extra points, like while everybody else is getting like the normal provision at that month, there is something that you've been asking God for, and now when the full moon is full and you're getting your period and it wasn't a day, or it wasn't your normal days, and you're getting it, and it will normally just be like maybe short or quick, it is, you have been told, you are being shown that this is the month where God gives you an extra provision. Now, very important that you use that full moon to the fullest. It is very important that you use that full moon to do what needs to be done. It's so critical that you understand that it is time for you to do bigger things. It is time for you to either manifest bigger things or stop cycles in your life that have been going wrong, and you getting this free pass, you're getting this extra energy, because every time you see your period, it is time, it's power time. Okay, so Kanye had asked, is it a blessing? If yes, so it is. Now let's talk about women that your period almost once a year. You should notice this. If you are a lady, almost once a year your period will sync with the full moon. Sometimes it might happen 2 times a year, sometimes it might even happen 3 times a year, that your period sync. So your 28 days, remember the month is like 30 days, whatever days, your month sync that time, your days come, and you can calculate this, by the way, specifically if you have a regular period that it comes in like every 28 days or every 22 days or every 25 days or every, like, like you can calculate and you can see that month. It might be a June month, it might be a February, it might be a December, but there is, at least for each and every woman, a month where your moon is going to click with the full moon. Oh my God, you don't want to play around that month. That month is normally a month of your blessings. So it's not normally going to happen the whole entire year. And I'm going to come to people where it happens the whole year. And there is a small number of women, and there's a reason why it happens, but it might happen maybe like for maybe a 2-year period, or maybe like 1 year, or but I'll explain the third type of women. So now I'm explaining the second part. So during that month, you wanna know that month. So in astrology, we can be able to tell you these are the months where your blessings are gonna be open. Those are the months that you are extra lucky. Those are the months you have to watch yourself. Those are the months that between the period yakho. So if your period now, it's full moon, it started yesterday, until the next one, you've got to hold yourself tight, because everything that you do after that full moon and when your period is done is gonna go right. I promise you, I can bet my life on it, and my life is not that important, I promise you, but I can bet it on the fact that that month is gonna be an amazing month for you. You're gonna see blessings. Things will be easy for you. You will be able to connect easy with God. You're gonna be able to connect easy with your blessings. So watch yourself. That is your month of blessings, and everybody gets it. Now, men normally don't have like this big amazing side, which is, for us ladies, it is your period, but also men get that. So if you're a guy, you need to then take your astrology chart and check. Even guys, there are years that are better than other years. That is why it's important for you to check on your astrology. When is this happening for me? Like, which years are good for me? Which years are years of inala? What is inala in English, guys? What is inala? Your years of abundance. Yes, is it? Yeah, it's called abundance, right, in English. So everybody gets their years of abundance, and you wanna be able to use your years of abundance the correct way. You wanna be able to use your years of abundance fully. You want to watch yourself. You want to implement the big things in your life that you want during that time. Your time of inala is everybody gets it. So now, if you are a lady and you are in that season, you are getting your time of inala, use it correctly. So that is why then you will notice that you will have a month or two, and if you are really lucky, 3. Those are your biggest downloading months. And watch yourself, do all the work that you need to do your healing, a lot of your healing during that month. That 28 days you are getting, and this is if it wasn't at the time, it just if it's at the month that your energy opens up and you fall into the same moon day as the moon. Your moon day falls into them, it's your month. That month is yours. Fix your life during that month. All right. Now, third type of women, it is the ones that doesn't matter what has happened, but during full moon, you will probably get 1 day of like even sporting. Sporting is like, you see your period just like a little bit and it goes away. There are women that will sport all the time during full moon. Now, these are women that has been called for standing in the gap for other women. So in the olden days, these women will be identified, and let's say maybe it's your 3 years and it's your maybe 2 years of this happening, maybe it's your year of that happening, but normally it will happen when it is like the most testing time of your life. But you will find that you are able to stand in the gap for other women. So you are going to be the woman that can pray for other women and they get healed. You can inquire for other women and they get healed. You are sporting every time it's the full moon. You are that one that is supposed to make sure that you're standing in the gap for others. Please, during that time, it is the time of your biggest blessings, but also it is the time for you to really give to those who need your energy in terms of making a way for others. In whichever way, in whichever corner of the planet that you can do that, you need to do that. So, of course, sometimes you might say, oh, I'm not good enough. I do not know what to do. I do not know where to start. That is why you need to then do your own finding your self-work. You need to understand who you are, because every time you do that, you open blessings, not just for yourself. You open blessings for your children's children. So a period during full moon is very, very, very sacred, and I hope I am answering your questions, guys. I'm hoping that you getting answers. So let me just look at the comments here. um um okay, so Nogwazi says, I'm lacking of meditating. Okay, so that is something that nonzwakazi, you can put in now and say, I want to meditate more. Remember, meditation is your time of blessings. It's your time of sitting still and letting the universe tell you what's up. It's a time of you asking important questions and getting the answers you need in terms of what's next. What do I do with what? So meditation is very important. We all need to do that religiously. We all need to get time of quietness and we're listening, because sometimes we miss blessings because we are not listening enough. Okay, so that is Nonzwagazi, and then Ruth says God's favorite. Portia says amen. Goddess says, well, Goddess says, mine has been like that every month since the beginning of the year. Yeah, so Goddess, this is your year. This is your, and you might find that this year is quite a little bit hard. You're just like, oh my God. Maybe not hard, but like you are challenged by the universe in the most of like big way, but it is because you're supposed to be tapping into your storehouse, and you need to make sure that you do all your healing work, as much healing work as you can, and then stand in the gap for others. Stand in the gap for others. Do not miss the chance to plow and put seeds for you in the terms of standing in the gap for others. You need to do that. So I mean, I can give you simples. I come through here now and again, most of the times when time allows, and I come here and I serve, I share information that I know, and people always sends me inboxes and be like, your life has helped me gain so much energy. I listened to you, it made sense in my life what you were talking about. I did this, I attended the webinar, I did the spell, I got the money. This is me showing up and making sure that I'm standing in the gap for somebody. But you don't have to do this. You can start a business during this time. Goodness, you can start a movement. You can be able to do more for your family. You can be able to make more for those that are important in your life. It is that time. So the period tells you that kind of information and other information, but like I just wanted to connect with what Kanye was asking. That question is quite important. Okay, I see the eyes. Portia says, Sunday is my birthday and boom, yesterday just started. Oh, wonderful. You see, Portia, this month, really put out your best foot. It is your downloading month. Do not miss, and you can miss your blessings, guys. You can miss. That's why I'm always saying, come through. Let's do healing work, because you don't want to miss your blessings. You don't want to miss you, and you can miss your blessings. It's very possible you can miss your blessings. People have given away their blessings not knowingly. People have misused their blessings not knowingly. Gave your blessings to the dogs. Gave your blessings to those who don't deserve, because you do not understand what's going on, right? So don't make that mistake. So yeah, welcome guys, welcome, and click on that screen, tap, and then of course follow. Reho, hey, how are you, Mama? Reho says, family meeting, what are we talking about? We're talking about the full moon. We're talking about the full moon and a whole lot of stuff that happens during the full moon. But mostly today we are talking about a quick process that we're going to be doing of opening this, the one thing that you need help with right now concerning money, the one important thing. So write it down, Reho. The one important thing that you just like, God, this one, you have to do it. I do not know what to do about this. You only can make a way out for me out of this one. I do not know what to do with this. This is not going the way I need it to go. And I just need this like break. It's so important. It's a break that I really need, and I can't be doing it by myself. All right. So I'm just checking here on Instagram. I mean, here on Facebook. If somebody is asking, okay, that's fine. You can just put your comments there, guys. Now, Stay says, thank you. I thought I'll be left out due to my period. It's some ritual says not while you're in period. Okay, Stay, thank you for raising that question. Guys, if you're a woman, there is no ritual under the sun that stopped. There is during your period time. Either you having the sporting or you're having your normal period. It is your most powerful time. So all your work, you do it then. All the important things, all the critical stuff, you do it then. Your period is your powerful time. It happens for a reason. That is why once you go into menopause, and you know, I'm talking about menopause in terms of your body has finally gotten to that point. When your period stops, your life changes to another season. But now, depending on how you are conducting your life, it's either you become a master of something, because now you have graduated. Every time you get your period, it's time for you to learn another thing, By the time you go into menopause, you're supposed to be now at the master level, where you can now teach other women. You can when women are on their period, they will go to a crawl meeting every day, and they will stay there until they finish their period. And there will be the older women who have reached menopause, who are supposed to be mastering life at that point and teaching them the important things. So you want to make sure that before you get to that period in your life, you have learned everything that you need to learn, because at that time, the way blessings happen to you changes. And I hope one day we can get a time, because I learned about this like it was a long time of a big period of my life. I learned around the whole period thing and the moon stuff and the energy of the sun. So I have like gotten a lot of education around how these energies stuff work, because it's one of the most powerful energies. The sun and the moon, they are the most powerful energies. You can use the sun and the moon to kill people. You can use the sun and the moon to manifest. You can use the sun and the moon to change energies. So it is quite important, and women get to understand this cycle even better, because our bodies literally are a measurement tool for energy. We can talk to God better. We can make sure that God understands us better. We can be able to connect with God in the most highest of ways. So it is quite important that you get it, like you sort of really get it. Goddess says, noted. Thank you, Busa. It's really challenging here, but I always pull through. Yes, mama. Yes. Remember we talked the other day about that whole entire Van Damme vibes. Yes. So you are a Van Damme mama. Everything that happens, you're supposed to come out kicking like nothing happened. You're supposed to come out glowing from anything and everything like nothing happened, like just like nothing, zero, nothing happened. So make sure that you are doing what needs to be done. Thank you so much. And hey D, welcome. All right, so now you've written this thing down that we discussed just now. Now, what I will ask you to do is that at this point you have a need, so it can be a need or it can be a desire. All right, so but it's urgent, is big, is like there's no way I can do this by myself vibe. It's a like, if nothing if God doesn't show up, nothing, I am gone, finished, done, clear, zero. So you are going to now, under what you've written, under the request, I'm calling it a request because it could be a need or it could be a desire. So it's a manifestation or it's a God save me. God save me. It's not going the way I thought it was going. Save the day. Right now. Turn on the lights. There is so much darkness at this point. I do not know what's happening. I can't do this. I can't get this done. Turn on the lights for me at this moment. So you've written this, and underneath that, I want you, remember guys, at all times, there must be something you're willing to give for you to get. There is always has to be an energy exchange between you and the universe. Now, what is it that you are willing to give up for this thing? And this is a good thing because you are not doing crazy things like abo talent, or where they will tell you what is the exchange. And guys, I need you to understand me right. If you're doing it if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, you're going to have a problem, because then whatever is giving you this thing will tell you what it wants. So in this case, because you're doing it with a clean energy, you're doing it with your own vibration, then you can decide what is the one thing that you're willing to give up. So if it is, I'm willing to give up 30 minutes of my time daily to meditation, I'm going to do it every day for the next 21 days. I am going to give up a 30 minutes time for meditation. That is what I am going to do. That is what I'm willing to give. 30 minutes of meditation time. That is my offering for this thing to come right. Now I know sometimes it's because like, oh my goodness, I don't have a place to stay. But see, I do not know. Like, how are you saying I must sit down and meditate when I am losing a house? So I am saying you choose. If it's you saying, and this has happened, somebody came the other day and he had serious issues, like serious issues, and he came for a session, and we did a session, and his guide said for the next, I think it was 7 days or something, he needed to go out, and there was literally a street name. He got a street name, go to the street every day and go to each and every business in the street. You're gonna find your job within 7 days. He did it, and he got a job that paid him so good. But this was in a session, and he was given like a street name. Literally, I told him, this street name, go and every business, wake up every day like you're going to work, dress up and go there. every single day for 7 days. You're gonna find a job and you're gonna work and they're gonna pay you well. It was like the weirdest thing. He was just like, oh my God, I came to a session and now this. Guys, there is always something you've gotta give. You've got to make sure, guys, you have something you are giving. So the next 21 days, decide what it is gonna be, and it has to be for 21 days. Remember, it's gonna be 21 plus the 3 days of the moon, so it's gonna be 24 before before another moon, right? Okay, so Harry le. Welcome, Mama. Welcome. We're doing good things. You're gonna love it here. Relasi says I just got here. Okay, so for 21 days you decide. So if it is like your health, you're having health issues, and you say, for the next 21 days, I am going to eat vegetables only. No starch, no what is it? Fat and sugars. And I'm gonna fix this problem I have with my gut. I'm gonna fix this problem I have with my headache. And for the next 21 days, I am going to eat fruits and vegetables only. Drink my water without drink my tea without sugar for the next 21 days. That is why my offering. Now, you're not supposed to go somewhere and give somebody anything. You're supposed to stay with you and give this sacrifice that you decide what it's going to be around the issue that you need. So let's say it is a job. I don't have a job. For the next 21 days, say I'm going to wake up every morning. Either I have money or I don't have money. I'm going to go out and every day I'm going to go out and go around making sure that I'm submitting my CV. I am going and knocking at doors for the next 21 days. And during this next 21 days, God do something. Are we clear? Every time, guys, your blessing is always going to go look like work. Every time your blessing is going to ask something from you, but you decide, because you're not doing it with the wrong energy. That is why people batwala, guys. Batwalela uguti, they don't want to do the work. They want somebody else's energy. But then the thing is that whatever thing that is going to do for them is going to ask them for the biggest thing in their lives. So that is why that thing will ask for your firstborn child. That thing will ask for your legs. That thing will ask for your whatever, your most precious thing. That thing will take it, and then it will give you whatever you want, which normally it's never even like corresponding. So when you're using your own energy, you can decide what it is that you're going to give up. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe you need to you say to God, next 21 days I'm gonna be stopping a certain relationship in my life that is taking energy from me, right? So you are going to stop it. You say like, God, I know I it's so hard, but I'm gonna release it. I give this relationship as a living sacrifice. Okay? I will give this relationship. And then you could be crying and be like, oh my God, I am dying, letting go of this. Die if you must. Nobody has ever died from these things, guys. Nobody has ever died from letting go. Nobody has ever died from letting go of anything in the life. You can not die from letting go of Coca-Cola and Spatlo. You cannot die from letting go of sugar. You can be like, oh, I'm dying, I'm eating fruits and vegetables. No, you won't die. You are just letting go of a sickness in your body. But now you can decide what it is going to be. But you need to give something. You need to say, God, I do not know what to do with this thing. But there is one thing that I can give in the next 21 days. And this is it. And keep your word, and you shall ask me something. You can come back here in 21 days and you can ask me if you do this. Because nobody has ever died from letting go of anything. Nobody, you can test the test of times. Nobody has ever died. Specifically in this situation where you are actually giving something as a sacrifice to you getting to the next level, to you getting a miracle, you've got to give something. So you will go to church and they will say, give an offering. Yeah, amen. It is what it is. But the best offering is the one where you are a living sacrifice. That's the whole thing about Jesus. If you do not understand what Jesus and the story of him dying happened, like, you need to learn some few things around spirituality. But you need to give a living sacrifice. There has to be something you're willing to give. So if there is something that you need a total miracle, you can make that miracle happen, but you've got to give something. And in this case, you choose, that is the only important thing. That is why it's wrong to go and do talento, because talento, they will take something that is way high price than what you can actually do. All right, so let me check on the comments. Food says, I'm so glad you explained this. I've been trying to understand fasting from that perspective. I get it. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. This is a jewel you've shared. Thank you so much for joining us. Who D says, I did that with my friendship and miracles happened. It's true about energy parasites. Yes, ma'am. And it's true that you can sacrifice something important and actually get a lot back. And you'll be like, I thought I was gonna die letting go of this thing, but look at me, I gained so much. Guys, this is how you level up this quickest. You've got to be sure of what is it that you have to give. So yeah, hey Papa Pele says, so true, letting go doesn't kill. Yes, nobody has ever died from letting go. So make sure, guys, you've written this thing, and then underneath it, you write, what is it that you are willing to sacrifice for the next 21 days that connects to this thing, that works with this thing? Ruth says, so the sacrifice must be something that applies every day. Yeah. I mean, it could maybe, like, let's say you're letting go of a relationship, you're gonna feel the pain every day. Well, for some time, maybe not every day, depending, I mean, how much you are attached to this whole thing. But let's just say the next 10 days, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna be like, oh my God, I am dying. I can't breathe. Even if you've done like a one, like, oh, done, but you're gonna have to deal with this decision almost daily, right? Now, let's say, okay, fine, if it's like eating something like that, you'll have to come back to it and do it every day. So other things might be a daily activity, but other things you might have to do with this one thing and then sort of carry that energy and see it through. Yeah, let me say, see it through until the 21 days. And after 21 days, most things you saw over them by then. You just like forgot even that they happened. Itumeleng, hello, mommy. Itumeleng says, I sacrificed 3 important things for a year, for a year and more, relationship and looks. Yeah, you see, there are important things that just literally, when you decide, you make a decision, your life changes immediately. I mean, I've done that so many times. I cannot even like think of anyone that I can give you guys, but like there's so many times where even when I just make the decision, like when I make this decision, my energy comes back. Like literally when I make that switch, like, okay, fine, that's it, done, I'm done. And I know that I'm not joking about this, I'm just like that. And immediately, like literally immediately, I get my energy back. Like I could be like, worried and stressing. And the moment I make the decision, I change my energy around this issue. So just even making the decision, that one decision, and you see it through. Perfect. Ruth says, please re-explain why you said it should be 24 days instead of 21. Okay, so I said 21 days. And remember, it's 28 days. The moon takes its energy in 28 days. So you do 21 days, then there's the 3 days of the full moon, so then it gets to 24 days, and then there is another 3.5 days, 4 days of cleansing before the moon finishes its cycle again. So yeah, the maths, I don't know why I'm saying the maths, it doesn't make sense. But I promise you 21 days and the maths will calculate itself like that. Relay says, it seems impossible, especially if the energy vampire is your mother. I'm so tired. Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry, but, and again, we were talking about this, I think last week. Please go to my Instagram or YouTube and check some of the recordings. We talked about why you choose the parents you choose, because they are good to show you the mirror of your power, and they will give you the wounds that you need to activate your power. So it looks like pain, it looks like they are the problem. But now, let's say now you say, okay, fine, I'm gonna find a way of right now where I detach from this energy, where I detach from, maybe I want my mother, maybe let's say the problem is that my mother does not approve of me and I need for her to approve of me so much. Then you can make a decision, say for the next 21 days, I detach from the need for my mother to approve of me. You will be shocked. You will be shocked. Come 21 days, your mother leaves the hell you out of this dramatic thing that has been traumatizing you, and you finally find peace around her, and you can actually have a decent life with her. She starts to respect you, she starts to treat you better, even if she doesn't do anything, she doesn't change her energy, but she doesn't change what she's been doing, you no longer get triggered. That is why we said coming to the retreat is those things. We stop the triggers. We stop the triggers of things that can trigger you in that way. We stop the triggers of things that can cause you pain. So you want to make sure that you are cleansing yourself, that whatever that she does not affect you. So you've been wanting the approval, and every time you don't get the approval, you are crying. Every time she approves somebody else, you cry even more. Then you stop wanting the approval. Then it's either she gives it to you or she doesn't give it to you. Don't see any problem. And for some reason, normally what will happen is that she will start giving it to you, because now it's no longer a wound, you've healed it. So now at this point, you will need an ayahuasca ceremony to cleanse the whole thing that triggers you, to see her as the person that causes you the pain, because she is not really causing you pain, she's waking you up, and it doesn't feel like that. I know. Believe me, been there, done that, got that t-shirt with my own mother, so it's a long story. I'm not gonna be even starting it right now, but the moment I had healed it in me, everything was sorted out. So you want to do that. You really want to really want to do that. Peggy says, oh, I can give up something that I value for the 24 days. Yes, mama. Yes, you can also do that. But you get to choose, right? And you know what's the benefit of you. But just like have a benefit, like don't just like not give something that it's important to you, like, oh, I'm not gonna go to work for 24 days. Don't do that. Like, do something that is definitely beneficial, but like that you know what it is, what value does this add to you. Okay, so let me go back to oh, let me check on the guys at Facebook. And okay, we don't have questions here. Let me check on the TikTok questions. Oh my goodness, it's already 8. Oh my god, time moves so quickly. Okay, so it do says, okay, Ru, then Relebohile, okay. You are saying parents, yes, yes, yes. Portia is also just saying, oh my god. Relebole says, we'll try, thank you. Butle says, sorry, Lebo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Mr. Tini, welcome. Relebohile says, thank you. Ruth says, yes. I'm on a break from my family and I finally get that I was living for their validation. And the moment you've healed it within you guys, I promise you, it can be your family, it can be anybody, any human that is not taking you serious in this planet. The moment you don't need them to take you serious, you heal everything. It can be at your job. You're just like, my boss does not recognize me. My boss doesn't recognize me. Oh, I hate that place because nobody recognizes me. You don't recognize yourself. They are just reminding you how much you don't recognize yourself. Because the thing is that the day you stop wanting them to recognize you, then you end the pain, right? The day you stop wanting them to recognize you, you end the trauma. That is why it is important to heal you, because you fix everything in your life by just healing you. That is why I say take the ayahuasca, take the San Pedro, so that it can open your eyes and it can give you the strength to do the things that you couldn't do. You say, my mother has been doing this all my life. My father has been me. I had my own father issues. I had my own mother issues. And I tell you, ayahuasca and San Pedro saved my life because I finally let them go. And guess what? What happened was the biggest ever thing that I could do for myself, releasing myself from trauma. And I chose these two people to be my mother and my father. I chose them because I needed them. My father had to teach me the whole thing about money. My mother had to teach me the whole thing about choosing myself. Now, today, I don't need people to choose me. I choose people I want in my life. I'll be like, you, I can handle you. And there's terms and conditions around me handling you. This and this and this is in place, and this is my standard. Guys, if you don't have standards in life, you're gonna suffer. Have your standards, know what your standards are. And of course, there is then, of course, in my life and a whole lot of your lives, your guides also will have standards. And normally the guide standards are just like, this is so hard. Like, do we really have to do that? Like, your guys will tell you, you can't be fat. And yeah, you can't be fat. And your guys will tell you you can't be in this relationship. And guess what? You can't be. And your guys will tell you you have to be in the relationship. And you're just like, well, if you are me, like, you'll be judging the whole thing. Like, oh, wow, really? But other than that, you need to have your own standards in life. And when you set those standards and you live by them, you remove a lot of pain in your life. Do that for yourself. Nobody's gonna do it. Do that. Know your standards. Like, I don't do this. I don't do that. No matter what happens in life, I do not do this, and I'm willing to sacrifice everything to not do this. And I'm willing to sacrifice everything to not accept this, right? There was a time, guys, I remember it very well. It was January. This was probably like 16 years ago. And I decided that I was never going to be broke in January again. Till today, I've never been broke in January. But it was me who set the standard. I had to set the standard that says I cannot be broke. I remember that December, that full moon, I made what I just gave you guys right now. That decision that I will never be broke again in January. And I was just feeling broke because everybody was getting broke. It wasn't even like I needed to be. But I set a standard. I said my standard is that the January I go on holiday. Now, every year I take my kids. I have a lot of children. I take my kids on holiday. They are homeschooled, so they can go on holiday in Jan. But I proved to myself, I just proved to myself that we can go on holiday because we've got money and it's January. But that is a standard that I laid down for me. It is a standard. I decided that I do not get broke in January. And just any other day, well, I just don't do that. I decided. Again, guys, I was in 40 million rand debt. So I had to decide. I had to decide that this is not something that I do. You can lay the standards down for yourself, guys. That is why you need healing, so that you can go and do whatever that needs to be done, so that you don't have to have a standard where you need people to validate you. You are in a relationship and you are begging somebody to be in a relationship with you. Haibo, don't do that. Have a standard that I will be in a relationship where I'm appreciated. If I'm not appreciated, I'm not doing that. And it doesn't matter what happens. I will walk away. I will pack my bags and walk out without looking back, not even once, because I'm no longer doing it for me. I'm doing it for bigger things. Hey, bigger things are waiting. I need to look forward. I'm not even going to look back. Like, it's no longer me. I am sacrificing something important for something important. I am not crying for nothing. I'm crying for bigger things. I'm not crying for this thing that I'm leaving behind. I mean, somebody just said that nobody has ever died from walking away. Nobody has ever died from letting go. Nobody has ever died from eating the right meal. Nobody has ever died from going to the gym. Nobody has ever died from meditating. Nobody has ever died from all of these things, right? So when you are letting go, you tell God, oh God, yes, it's painful, but I know what I'm crying for. I'm not crying for the small stuff. I'm crying for the big things. All right. So, oh my goodness, time is totally finished. Okay, guys, I think everybody got the information that we needed to get. And if you missed something that you're just joining us now, please go to the Instagram page and just go through this and do the work tonight, guys. Do the work tonight. Do the work tonight. Butle says, ever since I started watching Busi's videos and attending the ceremonies, my family well done, Butle. You see, you've laid the law. You've laid the law. And that's it, guys. Life does get better when you become a high value woman. Butle has been coming to so many things. You become a high value woman, you become a high value human being. Life starts teaching you differently. And it's not like anybody owes you anything, guys. Nobody owes you anything in this life. You owe yourself everything. You owe yourself healing. Come Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, guys, we're doing the most. We are going to enter the devil's den and take whatever that belongs to us by force. We are not joking. We are not laughing with the devil. Just nyantshela. So when we got there Friday, kuvele kutshentshe i-energy, because we are no longer playing. We are no longer playing. We are not joking with the devil. We are there to take things that are important to us. And we are not negotiating. And we have things to give as a sacrifice. Us. Right? We have no chicken. We don't bring a cow. We don't bring nothing. We bring us. The Pumala Pasibofan Dam, like the whole entire Fall Dam coming out of blowing up buildings. We come out walking slowly because we've laid new standards, we've laid new law, and that's it. Life has to get around this, you know. Ruth says, well, thanks for this testimony, Bushe. Yes. Oh, Mr. Tini, wow, you are just doing a lot. Portia says, aiming to bigger things. Okay. Okay, Portia says, I'm coming for sessions. Yeah, let's do that, guys. Sessions are available between Monday and Friday, 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. We're doing them on Zoom. So make sure that you send in an Instagram, or you send a WhatsApp. It's on my profile, or you just send a DM and you ask for time, and we can sit down and ask you guys what needs to be done. And if you do not know what you need to give up for the thing you need, then you can come. Your guys will tell you what you need to give up for you to get what you need. Like, that is so important. Okay. Now, come through, guys. Friday, their color, it is what it is. So me and Faith, we're going to be doing the work of the Lord this coming weekend. I am looking forward to the June retreats. The winter retreats are the best. Like, they are the best. We take out the best of the best. And guys, you go to the retreat, you come back, everything around you changes. Everything that was trying to be anything that is not what you want changes all by itself. You don't have to do much because you've healed yourself. So come through. There is space for one person, and if there's two, we can make a plan, right? Like, I'm saying that because Jesu azongishaya le accommodation, because you see, Rajo says, and the fearful girl said amen. Yes, Rajo, the fearful girls refuses to let life. Guys, we refuse to let life do anything other than gives us what we deserve. We are not asking for the Lord too much. We're just asking for what we deserve. That's all. D says, hi Sispus, I joined when you said something about the link. I missed some of the please. Oh, so there's a link. We did work Saturday morning. We did work, and there is a money spell that we shared there. It's an important money spell that you can also do during this full moon. Please do that money spell if you need quick urgent money in your bank account between 10 and 50K. Make sure that you get that. So send me a DM and say, can I have that link for the healing, and do the work, guys. Thank you so much. Itumelang says we'll be there for the ceremonies. Yes, Itumelang is coming to the retreat. Mimi is coming for the retreat. So many other people that I've seen today that are coming to the retreat. Guys, we have started the work. We've started to prepare, doing the preparations, the fasting today, tomorrow, and Friday. Then 12 p.m. Friday is Yakala. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna make sure that by the time Sunday morning comes, we have done what needs to be done, and then we can allow the universe to give us the fruits of our labor. Okay. Peggy says, did you say we can write more than one thing? Yes, you can write more than one thing. Yes. Mimi says yes was a Friday. Angie says, so Pusitas, the 21 days start tomorrow. Yes, Mama. Thank you so much for asking that, Angie. It starts tomorrow. Yes. Link, I will share. Everybody that has sent me an inbox to share the link for the webinar, I will share with you the link. Send me an inbox. If you need a session, let me know. My PA will set up time for us. And of course, I'm looking forward to Friday. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely, lovely evening. So tomorrow, it is Thursday. We might have a session. I wanted to share with you a meditation, a quick meditation. I know there's people that have been struggling with meditation. I want to share with you a quick easy way to meditate that you'll feel your shoulders literally go like when you do that meditation. So come through this tomorrow. Follow tomorrow. Next week, guys, when we come back from the retreat, I am giving away crystals. So make sure that you show up for next week's sessions after for evening sessions next week. I'm giving away crystals from Gecko Jewelers. I am going to be giving away crystals next week. So make sure you come next week. Make sure. This week, we're going to the retreat. Make sure you don't miss that. If you need to come to the retreat, send me an inbox right now and get that slot that is available. Vuvu says, hi sis, I'm not sure I got all the information about what is happening on Friday and where. It's the retreat Friday. It's in Mahali's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It is the devil that can never be able to stand us from Friday. We're starting the work, Saturday and Sunday. If you cannot make the whole retreat, you can still come for 1 or 2 sessions because there's 5 ceremonies. If you can't attend all of the 5 ceremonies, you can choose 1 or 2. Maybe river cleansing, maybe fire cleansing ceremony, maybe the brain repair system, but you can still come through if you're attending the whole retreat. So send me an inbox. Let's talk on that inbox. D says, so if it's a sacrifice for abundance, what can one sacrifice? Let's say D, maybe you need to start a new business. So you're going to be, for the next 21 days, putting every day 1 hour on that business. So you say, for the next 21 days, I'm going to be giving 1 hour, and I'm going to tell my watch and say, 1 hour, I'm doing a proposal. 1 hour, I'm sending emails. 1 hour, I'm calling people who I need to ask business for 21 days. You see, something like that. Okay. And if you really don't know what, you can come for a session. We can ask directly. Yeah. Raho says, please, that would be lovely. Yes, mommy. So you can get that link. I think you're talking about the link. Nok says, hi dear, how do I get the link for a money spell? Send me a DM, sis. I'll send you the link. The link is available, guys. Send me a DM. Yeah. All right, everybody, good night. Have a lovely evening. Tomorrow we'll talk quickly about one other thing, a meditation. Tomorrow we'll talk about meditation, yes. And then Friday, of course, we're at the retreat is Yakala. That's Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. I am so looking forward to this. Yeah, the water is gonna be cold, the fire is gonna be very hot, so that's good, right? Good night, guys. Bye bye. Good evening.